Burma, called Myanmar by the current military government, has one of the most repressive governments in the world. Especially targeted are Christians within Burma's ethnic minorities. The Christian Karen in particular distinguished themselves above all others in loyalty to the Allied cause during World War II. Because of their sacrificial loyalty, the Allies promised the Karen they would help the Karen form their own independent state after the war. However, the British did not honor their commitments. Instead, after the war, the British sided with the Burmese. Massacres of Christian Karen by their old Burmese enemies quickly followed. On Christmas Eve 1948, Karen church congregations in the Mergui district were slaughtered. The Karen fought back, thus beginning a war for survival that continues to this day. After half a century of fighting, the Karen have no allies and no money to buy arms. They've been pushed back to their last jungle strongholds by the Burmese government. Their future looks bleak. Today, there are over 100,000 refugees from Burma living in various refugee camps along the Burma-Thai border. There are also thousands of internally displaced persons, or IDPs, inside Burma. Due to Burmese army activities, these individuals have been displaced from their homes but are unable to leave Burma. The IDPs are cut off from outside assistance and advocacy. Many IDPs are Christians and live in a constant state of fear.
Just before dawn, highly trained Karen medics and pastors are loading up essential medicines and Bibles. We're taking these to Christians who are cut off from the outside world, deep in the Burmese jungle. We find a spot to cross the Moy River into Burma. We have to be extremely careful as we cross. The Burmese army is nearby and would shoot us if they could. The Karen have been fighting for survival for more than 50 years. This is an active war, a hot zone, and each team is accompanied by armed escorts. The trail is steep and wet and slippery. Today, temperatures will climb over 100 degrees. The jungle is dense, the mountains are high, and the rivers are quick. Often the medics will go barefoot for better traction in the mud. They are carrying packs weighing as much as 120 pounds. We have to be careful where we step because there are landmines and Burmese troops are everywhere. Every step is dangerous. Ahead, the Burmese army may lay in ambush. A small patrol sent ahead, radios back. So far, it's all clear. On this trip, a radio message is intercepted. The Burmese army is closing in on us. The radio commander sends a false radio message. It's an effort to divert the Burmese army from the backpack medics and from us. Fortunately, it works. As we reach the first village, we are met by the grim reality of life on the run. A warm rain falls as we enter the remote and primitive jungle village. The Karen here live just one step ahead of the roving Burmese army. They live in these makeshift bamboo huts, suspended on stilts above the muck and the mire. Here, men, women, and children are dying from treatable diseases like malaria, tuberculosis. In the United States, they could be easily treated and wouldn't die. But here in the jungle, medicine is rare and doctors are rarer still. As the medics set up in the pastor's home, needy villagers line up for help. Often the medics will work all night long, treating more than 100 cases in a single village. Without Christian Freedom International to supply the medicine and the expertise of these backpack medic teams, these remote Christians would be left hopeless and helpless in remote Burmese jungle. I know, I was there, I've seen the suffering in the villages. They need your help.